But we have more news coming at this point in time. Karti Chidambaram has spoken after the court's rapping on Rahul Gandhi. It's so problematic, he says, that Supreme Court made such observations as an opposition. We have the right to ask questions. What precedents are you setting? That opposition MPs should first bring documentary evidence before asking questions of the government. And from where will opposition MPs get these documents? We don't have access to bureaucracy. The government does, and the government will never disclose many uncomfortable facts, is what Karti Chidambaram has just said.
I have with me Karti Chidambaram, who is a Lok Sabha MP from Tamil Nadu. So, Supreme Court today made a very strict observation about Rahul Gandhi, saying that how can you say that Chinese regime has encroached upon Indian territory? This shows an irresponsible statement. What proof do you have? How do you see these remarks coming in from the apex court?
This is not part of an order. This is only obiter dictum, just oral observations by the Honorable Supreme Court. But I'm surprised by this oral observation. So does it mean that we in the opposition can't raise an issue of national concern unless we have documentary proof of it? For example, right now, there have been many people who have been complaining about the mismanagement of the Staff Selection Commission exam. There have been a lot of goof-ups in that exam. So I, as a responsible member of parliament, I am raising that issue. So should I have documentary proof before I raise the issue? Can't I rely on citizens who are complaining about it to raise the issue? So the issue with China has been a long-running issue. People know that we have a very tense border. We have had confrontation in the border. There has also been many reports which have said that we have ceded territory. So as the leader of opposition, it's Rahul Gandhi's right to raise these issues. So I'm a bit surprised that the Supreme Court has said that you can't raise these issues unless you have documentary proof. And the only people who can have documentary proof is the government, because they have the luxury of the bureaucracy. We in the opposition do not have the luxury of the government papers and the bureaucracy. So if this is going to be a rule, the opposition can't raise anything.
Senior leader of the Congress party, MP Karti Chidambaram, in fact saying that this is very unfortunate that the court has wrapped Rahul Gandhi, that the leader of the opposition has got the right to ask questions. What if he doesn't have the documents? Doesn't he have the right to ask questions of the government as the leader of the opposition, is the question that Karti Chidambaram is asking. Where will the opposition MPs get the documents from? We don't have access to bureaucracy. The government has, and the government will never disclose many uncomfortable facts, is what Karti Chidambaram is now saying. What's the precedent that you're setting? This after the Supreme Court wrapped Rahul Gandhi, the leader of the opposition, saying that you should be asking questions about China of the government inside Parliament. The court had made these observations, wrapping Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi instead had also said that he's got the right to ask questions not just in Parliament but outside as well. I'm going to go across to Rahul Gautam for more details on that story. Rahul, Karti Chidambaram there essentially saying that, as the opposition, we've got the right to ask these questions of the government with or without documentary evidence. So what sort of a precedence are you then setting?
Absolutely, Sneha. In fact, Mr. Chidambaram is just not impressed with the kind of observation that were made earlier this day by the Supreme Court. In fact, he said that what do you want to create a system like? Do you want an opposition MP to first get documentary evidence and then ask questions to the government? Because then it would really be a problematic thing to do. And in fact, he went on to say that these kind of observations are only going to set a wrong precedent before the nation. He said that the opposition bloc has got every right to ask uncomfortable questions to government on the floor of the House or elsewhere, and this would be like encroaching upon their right. In fact, he also added in the same breath that opposition MPs don't have access to the bureaucracy, and and therefore it would be next to impossible to get these documentary evidences. He also said that the government has government machinery, and but they would never be disclosing such uncomfortable facts and figures. So clearly, as far as opposition is concerned, and Congress party particularly, they are just not impressed with the observations, and they are saying that this is like encroaching upon the very right of leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi, from asking questions, and then the opposition bloc MPs would not be refraining themselves from asking tough questions to the government, and such observations only make democracy working difficult in the country.
All right, I'm going to leave it there for the moment. That was, in fact, the Congress party coming out in support of Rahul Gandhi, the leader of the opposition, and saying that so what if he's asked these questions of the government? It's deeply problematic if the Supreme Court doesn't allow these questions to be asked of the government.